thanks everybody for coming. I think that it's going to be a hard act to follow. Everybody has spoken tonight, but there's one special thanks that I think the Irish would all like to make, and that's to the Most Reverend Ian Paisley for the last person to talk there tonight. Thanks very much. We're just going to say like quick thanks because we know everybody's been sitting here now for a while. I'm just going to talk briefly about the people that have been special to us and special to us on this day, and probably special for a lot of days of our lives. There are a lot of people here who have travelled very far today. Groomsmen, friends of the family, best man, parents, everybody. And I'd just like to say a special thanks because I know it's a long trip tonight. First of all, I'd just like to say a special thanks to Gary. Gary Lenny's travelled all the way from Paris, France. I've known him since I was about 12 or 14 years old. He's the type of guy who will never let you down. He's been with me through thick and thin, even though I'll never admit it, must have been wrong. He's always a man who will stand by my side, and I don't think he's ever let me down. Not that I think so. I'd like to thank Gareth, who's also here with his beautiful wife Amy. They're travelling from London, Ontario, but Gareth, as you know, might know when you hear him speak, he's actually where I grew up from as well. They both travelled many hours through the nights from London, Ontario, drove straight through many hours of traffic and 7 or 8 hour drive, and then straight to come here, and that was a very special thing to do. So thank you very much. Al. I was going to say something funny, okay, but I think you've been burned enough tonight. I would just like to say a special thanks to you, Al, because if it probably wasn't for yourself taking me in and showing me around, and probably me and Laura probably wouldn't have met as well. But sorry, I forgot to say a special thanks to Gareth as well, because I probably wouldn't be in Canada if it wasn't for him. I arrived over from Liverpool, walked straight into the apartment, a job, he had everything lined up for me, and that was something special too. Thanks very much. Hey, the best man travelling all the way from Dublin. Mickey, probably watch yourself tonight because I think Neil's on the hunt. I think Steve's going to be very sad to see him leave because the sales of stages have gone straight through the roof at the minute. Jager bombs have hit an all-time high. Mark, I couldn't have picked a better man for the job. As you said in the start of your speech, I was the wee fella who would follow you around, sending me around to Mabel's house, looking for ice cream and cones and everything else. And as soon as I walked out, you stole them. But always looked up to you, and that's why you're as big as you are now. But always looked up to you, and that's why I could think of no better man to do the job for me tonight was my brother Neil.
Page must have been it.
I don't think a page is missing. It's on the road like about half an hour ago. So.
Same with me.
I'd also like to thank some of the family members who are here as well. My brother Connor, who is here. I know this is a big move for him to come over here. His first trip across the Atlantic Ocean, along with my parents, the first trip. It was amazing. It was amazing to have you here, and I promise the next time you come, I'll take you on a personal tour of the computer store. I'll buy as many PSP games as you want. My sister Carrie, who just arrived here on Thursday, she's been working hard, probably the most determined and hard-working of everybody in the family. She's been pumping away and doing work just to make it over for the last 3 or 4 days. And it was very special, Carrie, to come here. We wish you had came for the week, but to have you here for today was amazing, and thanks very much. It's kind of funny, there's a lot of things I had to say about Joanne. I have written down here. There's a lot of things that happened, Laura. Joanne is the youngest sister of the family as well, and she had to take torment from 3 older brothers and an older sister. Joanne was the one that me and Neil would practice the wrestling moves on. She was the girl who was just as funny. it would actually time to run down to the shop and make things for us. So I think like the two of you are like sisters. Babes, I would like to say we've made you as strong as you are today, but I think you've done that on your own. And we wish you all the best with Chris in Glasgow and your future career in art. I hope it all goes well. And then I would like to thank my parents. They've come over here today as well. It's their longest trip they've ever made. I think the furthest they've been before that there is London, England. So for them to come here today and spend the longest time away from home is amazing. I think you've raised 5 amazing kids. You've done a great job with us all. Even through all the torment and tears and running around, I don't know how you've dealt with this. I would like to say thanks for the good times and the bad times, but to be honest, I really can't remember any bad times growing up. I think we all had a very special childhood, and thanks for everything. I'd just like to say a quick thanks to the Douglas family as well. I could never imagine coming into a different country where falling into a family which is so similar to ours. Five children and 2 great parents. I feel so lucky now arriving in Canada that I've met the Douglases and I've met Mr. and Mrs. D. Now I have to apologise for coming in at 3 or 4 in the morning, breaking your mirror, covering Jasper with wing sauce, and waking Mr. D up at 3 o'clock in the morning and thinking it was very cold in the house. So that's the first news. So I think he knows what it means. And thanks very much for having us stay with you for the last 5 or 6 months. And I'd just like to let you know, Mr. Lee, as well, we've got an architect coming in Monday. He's going to do a job in your basement. He's going to do an extension onto the back. And hopefully in the next couple of years, with a few kids running around there as well. I think Laura's going to talk about Maggie, so I'd just like to say a special thanks to Steve and Jimmy. As I've already heard tonight, I heard a lot about these guys in London before I came to Kingston. I heard all the stories about the boyfriends dragged through the snow, chased out of the house, up the road, told never to come back. But after meeting them, I have to say, they're very big guys, they've got very big hearts. And thanks very much for making me feel so welcome in Kingston.